dope. Aaron May. Everybody's sleeping on my boy Aaron May. He's really young. He's probably like 18. So 18 or 19 by the time I'm making this video. It says Chase in the background, but it blended in with his face. I wanted to give it like a graffiti style to it. His album cover is all purple with yellow, so that's why I decided to go with the color scheme. Blue because it goes with the purple, and yellow, that's what it is. His hair is like sort of poofy, so I decided to make it like this. The X is just to represent my style, and that's what I went with. I really recommend you listen to the Chase album. It was really, really good, and he's very young, and he reminds me of J. Cole. So if you're a J. Cole fan, you'll definitely like him. Give him a chance. And pretty soon, Yvette won the 500 subscriber giveaway for her shoes. This is what I'm gonna do on it. This exact portrait with the background in the back. Well, this on the other shoe for a background. This Kid Cudi one didn't come out as great as I thought it would because the black didn't make the white stand out. I was gonna make it look sort of like clouds, but instead I decided to go with the astronaut for the kid on the moon. And man on the moon right here too. But yeah, Kid Cudi, he's really great. He does a bunch of amazing work. Overall, for the past few years, he's kind of been slacking, but then the Kids See Ghosts album came out, brought back his career, and he's gonna thrive from here on out with the next Kid Cudi and Kanye West collapse. Adele, Someone Like You. By the way, I should quit YouTube and sing. I always say that, but I'm not. So this one I decided to add not too much color, just kept it pink. I also was trying out the new cheap colored pencil, well, cheap markers, and they didn't work out very well, but overall I like how this one looks because it looks very abstract and simple, and that's something I gotta do more of. As you can tell right here, it's super simple lines. And then the hair, I didn't even finish it, I just did little lines going across it, and I really enjoy this one a lot. The realistic drawing is up also on my YouTube in case you're interested in that. Look through the portraits, commentary, and so on. And some of you might be wondering why I always put a piece of paper underneath it, and that's because it bleeds really badly. As you can tell, it bled through a lot. The Copics don't do it as much, but the cheap markers do. Once again, cheap markers, I think. Yep, it bled through. XXXTentacion, one of my favorite artists as well. I love his music. Jocelyn Flores, Remedy for a Broken Heart, anything with a Shiloh Dynasty or whatever that girl's name is. Her voice is just super amazing, and him on the beat, just oh my god, awesome. He passed away way too young. I think he was 21 years old, like Lil Peep, and he had so much going for him. The Little Broken Heart right there, I think it was, and it says also Alone and Numb, but I just didn't want to fit it in because I might mess up the lines. But yeah, go listen to his music if you haven't already. Great guy. I decided to go with him with purple in the background because he's very intense and always angry, and then blue because deep down he's a very soft person and wanted to change. He wanted to change, but unfortunately his life got cut short, but he did do the best he could for the time he was alive, and he always looked out at his fans and always cared about them, and that's something I always appreciate about artists, when they genuinely care and they don't do it for the money. Machine Gun Kelly, Murdoch recommended it to me. He's one of my subscribers for a long time. I like his work as well. Go give him a follow, subscribe, and whatnot. But he recommended me Machine Gun Kelly, and I just was slacking on it, and I decided to make this. I made him look like a little bit like a, what is it, like a troll from a TV cartoon shows, whatever you want to call it. But in reality, then I did a realistic drawing, and it looks pretty cool. I like how this looks completely different than the original, but also like the original drawing. And the reason why is because that's what I want. I don't want it to look be too realistic or too bad, if that makes any sense. Because I want like a good in the middle combination. And that's what I achieved with this one. NF, Nate, whatever you want to call him, one of the best artists out right now, slept on completely. He sells out tours, he sells out arenas, but nobody really listens to him. I remember I was at a trampoline thing like an hour or two away from where I live, and the DJ started playing him, and that was like the first time outside of me personally playing that I actually listened to him like that, because usually I'm the only person that plays him. But the DJ played him, and it was like, I think like Let You Down or something like that, and I was like, okay, this right is pretty damn cool. Overall, NF, listen to him. He doesn't curse, so if you're a kid, go listen to him. And he always has a lot of motivation and life stories you can learn from. Sniper Gang, Kodak Black. This was for my friend Oni. I did some sneakers for him, and I decided to put this for a sketchbook series to let you guys know about the shoe, and also that shoe was letting you guys know about the giveaway, so it went hand in hand, I guess. But I really enjoyed this one. Very simple. Once again, my yellow-orange combination, you can't beat that, with red. The background is blue to make this stand out even more. I wrote Kodak right here but it sort of blends in a little bit with this. And I did white lines, but you can't really see them. Free Kodak. Elon Musk, real life Iron Man, Tesla, great guy. He's probably gonna save the world one day. He's really crazy and he does anything he wants, however he wants, because he's just that confident with himself. He could go out and say really bad things about Tesla, his own company, the stocks will drop, but then the next day they'll go up even higher just because he does something amazing. He's free to do whatever he wants, and I pretty much admire his work and dedication that he does. I think there was a story where his own employees bought him a bed. First of all, he's a billionaire. At his office, he was working like 80 hours a week, 90 hours a week. He wouldn't even go home. So his employees bought him the bed, like I said, just so he could sleep instead of sleeping on the floor. And that was like one of the coolest stories I read about him, because he's really, really about it. He does it not for the money, he does it for what he could do with the money. And I respect that. He's a unique billionaire himself. Avatar: The Last Airbender, I decided to do this before uploading the realistic drawing. As you can tell by the arrow, the eyes coming outside of his head just because it looked cool. And some kid commented on my TikTok, "Oh, wow, what is this?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, wow, it just doesn't look like him." I'm like, "Bro, this is supposed to be an abstract, whatever." Kids always coming at my neck on TikTok. But overall, Avatar, one of the best shows of all time. I recommend you watch it. Netflix got you hooked up. Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Mr. Always Drink Tea, wise advice, simplistic, very down-to-earth guy. Probably killed hundreds and hundreds of people in war, but overall he's a great person. At the end of the show, he redeemed himself with his nephew Zuko, who always looked at him like a son. Well, he looks at Zuko like a son, that's what I meant. And he's my favorite character from the show. And like I said, the little tea, because he's always drinking tea and I ran out of space. Almost done with the review. I think I got two more. Little Peep, rest in peace to him. This drawing was done for my one friend's birthday, surprise birthday. Hopefully he's not watching this, but none of my friends actually watch it, so I'm free to say what I want. So I decided to do this before I made the other episode, which is coming soon. I wish I could show you the actual thing here and put it down like the other one, but it is what it is. Once again, Little Peep. This is him with a different hairstyle. As you can tell, long hair, completely shaved almost all his head. Rest in peace to him. He died very, very young. A lot of his music is like very sad and depressing, but sometimes you need that music to get through the day. At least personally for me. And yeah, rest in peace, Lil Peep. The Young Sinatra, Bobby Tarantino. In this video, Logic is really, really, really slept on. He's probably one of the best artists out when he wants to be. But a lot of his music now is kind of considered corny, and I agree why people say that, but I also disagree. Because if you listen to Under Pressure and his mixtapes, those are some of the best pieces of music I've ever heard. The song Spotlight still bumps today, reminds me of Call of Duty montages. The song Under Pressure itself is probably one of the best songs ever made. And just overall, Logic is a great human being who cares about his fans and is always giving back. I remember I was at the show, and then there was like probably like 150 feet away from him, and he calls out some random girl in the audience. "Hey, you, yeah, you with the custom shirt, give me something for you to sign." I think he signed her album, not the album, but yeah, Logic called out the one girl from the stand, about 150 feet away from him. I could barely see him, and the girl was almost close to me. I don't know how he saw her. "Hey, you with the custom shirt, yeah, you, give me that." I think he gave her a sign or the poster, whatever it was. And this is what happened. He signed her supermarket book, which is really awesome. I wish I brought mine, because I'm almost done with it. I'm like halfway through, but yeah, Logic, overall a great guy. I suggest you listen to him. And this was me just randomly talking and ranting about random drawings that I made, but I always like sketchbook walkthroughs and watching them on YouTube. That's one of the things I enjoy doing, so I wanted to make my own. But it's about 30-something episodes in, and hopefully many more to come. Hopefully you enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like this. Let me know your favorite drawing. Thanks for watching. I'm out.